Hello, once again. This is Shola Olojede from trendfunnelsuk.com. In today's video, I just want to go through with you the importance of thumbnail in your video. Putting thumbnail, that is one of the critical importance of using thumbnail of um of YouTube video optimization or any form of optimization for your video is the use of thumbnail. Thumbnail. So one thing I want to let you know is that thumbnails, along with your video title, act as mini marketing posters for your content on YouTube. You should always create custom poster frames to be uploaded along with your video title. As when you see yesterday, I went through with you on adding your keywords at the start of your title. That is, when using your title, whenever you're writing any form of title on YouTube, make sure you start with your keyword. Today, I'm taking it further to let you know, if you want to rank easily without any form of backlinks or without any form of social signals or PBN networks, you can still rank on YouTube by following some tactics I'm sharing with you. And the second tactics I'm sharing now is all about thumbnail. That is, thumbnail is highly very important. You need it, and that's one thing. And what I also advise you is that do not use the YouTube generated thumbnail from your video. I'll rather advise you to use thumbnail you have designed yourself. Well designed, high catching thumbnail. So one thing I want to let you know is that there are few general guidelines to follow, but the right poster frame depends on what your show is about. Whatever your video is all about determines the right thumbnail you are going to use. Today I want to let you know the importance of thumbnail, how Google reads your thumbnail and use your thumbnail to rank. I'm going to show you all that today. How Google use it and how Google reads. Some people think Google does not use your thumbnail. It's not that important. It's not a critical factor. It is. It is very important. So that's the reason I'm sharing this with you. One thing is that thumbnails are important for search, related video traffic, and channel page optimization. This visual snapshot of your video is one of the most important optimizations for attracting views on the platform. One thing I want to let you know, you must make sure you upload high resolution thumbnails so your thumbnail appear crispy, clear throughout the site. So one thing I want to let you now to go through with you now, I want to take you to YouTube. You would have seen a lot of thumbnail people use in their various sites. Look at this, for example, look at this Obio. This is a fantastic thumbnail. You can see this another one, this another wonderful one, and this another wonderful one. When you look at it, this another wonderful thumbnail. So what I just want to go through with you is that today is how Google make use your thumbnail, how Google now determines whether this thumbnail is something I could show to my viewers, which really helps you to rank, or whether they are not going to show it. So one now to direct you now is to go to a site that is called cloud.google.com visions. Just type it onto your URL and you will come to a platform web page like this. And this is quite very fantastic web page. I've been using it a lot, especially once I'm done with my thumbnail. Before I upload my thumbnail, I first of all check what this thumbnail will actually will it help to rank my video, or will it not help to rank my video? You will determine that all in this, and this is how Google use your video as well. If your thumbnail is not high catchy, is not very good, doesn't pass some certain criteria which I'll be showing you right now, then your video might be low at the bottom, and this is not what you want from yourself. So with that being said, now what I want to, all you just need to do, go to this website, um go into try the API, and I'll be dragging an image here. Let's take for example now, I want to drag an image of let's take for example an image of a lady. So, and you will see what this will intend show us. In Google is going to tell us some fantastic information. Come on, just look at this now. Let's take for example, look at now. It tells us what is being worn by this person. The swimwear, it's a swimwear. Just look at that. This just a picture, and that it's a woman is wearing underpants and is a person. This shows, this one thing I want to let you know, that you might think your thumbnail is not quite important, or you don't know how Google use your thumbnail, or how Google ranks some videos. This is one of the critical ways Google ranks it. Google gets some information through the pictures you upload, or even the thumbnail you use. And now let's look at the labels. Google is telling us that bikini 99%, it's a swimwear, it's clothes, it's undergarments, it's a swimsuit bottom, swimsuit top, and lingerie. It's yellow in color. Oh my goodness, and everything on. So one thing I want to let you know, that it is quite very important. If Google can get all this information about the pictures, or about your thumbnail, using it as a factor, then you need to take extra care. Number one, make use of thumbnail. And number two, make sure you run your thumbnail through this site to make sure that it is a thumbnail that Google accepts, and Google will surely go ahead with and show it and use it to rank your video. Gives you some other information here, and when we look at the properties, it tells you a lot of things, and the most important thing I use this for is this. You can see it says, it lets you know whether is this thumbnail, is it a form of adult in culture, is it spoofy, is it medical, is it violence, is it racy. You can see now racy, this now is not too good when your thumbnail is racy. If it's full of violence, now it shows that it's not violence. When you see, one thing to study, one thing to help you to know is when this moves from very unlikely to possible. Once it increases in bars, those bars there, then it shows you that you need to make some adjustments on your thumbnail. Let's take for example, let's quickly reset and choose upload another file again. Now I want to choose another file, which is also a form of another file which will show us some information Google will give us about this. Now look at this now. It shows that the person is very likely joyful. There is no element of sorrow, no element of anger, no element of surprise, no element of exposed of anything or hardware, and so on. Confidence, it rates that okay, this person is confident, which you want thumbs up. And the next thing you want to look at is, Google will look at what a person is wearing, which really counts a lot. It looks at your facial expression, which really counts on your video, your thumbnail. This, if you are sort of not putting up a good facial expression, then you could not get enough points to rank higher. So when we look at the label, it tells us everything which is true about this picture here. This is fantastic, And this is another one. It even tells you where all this information, all this picture has been used at the moment. That's one thing. It tells you where it's been used, those people are using it, whether to rank, if it's a stolen image. And that's one thing I want to let you know. You need to be very, very careful of the thumbnail you are using. Don't just get any form of image online and upload it as your thumbnail. If you want, rather than doing that, just use the Google custom thumbnail that is automatically generates for you, much better than you uploading any form of image online and using it as your um, thumbnail, because Google will definitely find out this. This is an example, shows us that all this image has been featured in all this website, and therefore you will lose some points because it shows that it's not genuine, it's not original. So the next other one I want to look at is properties. You can have a look through. When you look at properties, it shows you the amount of dominant color in the background, which is another. You want to make use of fantastic color, high catching color, crispy, that is clear enough. And the most important of all, you can see, if you check the other picture we did look at, you look at there that this is all racy. So a picture like this, definitely if it's used, will not be ranked. Definitely you will see your video not ranking because Google is not supporting such pictures. And when you look at it, it's adult, yes. When you look at it, but the picture is as unlikely. Spoofy, very unlikely. Medical, unlikely. Violence, unlikely. Racy, very likely. That is what you want to prevent. Is once all these informations are increasing, these bar are increasing, then you need to make sure the bar is just one or two. One or two bars is quite very okay, rather than you having long, especially when it goes to very likely. And this is what makes Google not to make use of a picture like this, or not to really rank your video. So we'll reset this now and look at another fantastic picture. This is another one I uploaded, and this shows you how Google reads information. Look at this now. Is it joy? It says possible. Sorrow, anger, yes. You can see Google is able to read from the facial expression. This is a fantastic, and that's one thing I want to let you guys know, that you might not know all this information, but these are secrets people are using to rank out there, and people do not know. I have been using this a lot myself, and it has really been helping me. And that's why I'm sharing this secret with you, so that you can also know that there are some tools you can use freely to check whether your thumbnail will really go through the level or pass the test Google. How you know what Google sees in your thumbnail, how Google reads your thumbnail. Don't think it's an ordinary image. No, Google also use this to rank. So with that being said, we look at the object. It shows us that this person is a man and is at the top wearing a top. Label, it shows the person is shouting. Just look at that. Look at how Google picks that, because of the mouth of the person opening. It picks up that the person is shouting, has a facial expression, gesture, which is the two hands up, mouth open, chin, human, organ, finger, jaw. Oh my goodness, this is a fantastic. The good thing about this is that this is free, and one thing again is now shows us all where this picture has been frequent. That means this is not a genuine picture. So this one is not unique. If you now upload this picture like this and place it on your website, then definitely you are not going to rank. Don't use it for your YouTube channel. Don't use it as a thumbnail. I will advise you. And when we look at the properties, it also shows us the aspect ratio in it, and it shows us also the safe search. This is fantastic, but the only thing I do not like it, then I saying okay, in fact they are all very okay. It's adult and very unlikely, spoofy, medical, violence, and racy is all well planned. That this is something you want. If these bars are like this, then your thumbnail is still okay. It's still okay for it to rank on YouTube. Now we'll be resetting, and I will be going through one more, and which will be the last one. And this is all about a thumbnail I have really done myself, and which I've uploaded, which I also immediately I finished it, I really wanted to know how Google reads this thumbnail. Is this thumbnail okay? Google has seen it, joy, which is likely fantastic. That's a thumb up from me. And look at the confidence level is 97%. That's fantastic. That's why I want to use. Nothing is exposed, nothing is blurred, and where everything is all fantastic. And the objects there is a man, yeah, which is true. Clothing wear, which is fantastic. And it shows the yellow in color font, fingers, the fingers pointing at attention, gesture, thumb up, which is the image here, and some illustration. It also gives you some web. Okay, where is it? Because I've uploaded this now, it shows on YouTube. So one thing you want to make sure you cautious of is you will get all this information. Where is it shown? Pages that is matched, and that you can only find it on my YouTube channel. I will say the image here, then this is something I might have to tend to take off, because this jaw is from another channel which I have to upload on my channel. But with that being said, this is still fantastic, and it's still a thumbs up. And when you look at it, Google also go to the extent of reading the words. That's one thing you need to also pay attention to. When you are designing your thumbnail, make sure your words they all are clear, and they pump out, that people grabs attention. That's what you actually want to make sure you are using. You want your keywords to pump out, people are able to read, because you might think Google is not looking at this. Google is using it, and is one of the factors for optimizing your videos. And we go into the properties, it shows us the background of colors that is used, the facial ratio, it shows everything. And also when we go into the save search, this is the one I do like. It's spoofy. I'm happy that all these are on a warm bar, which gives me a good thumb up. Is a safe search, and Google can rank this as higher as possible to compete. So with that being said, hope that this video, this illustration gives you that clear understanding of how Google make use of your thumbnail. And one thing I'm just sharing this to make sure that okay, to make sure that you guys understand out there that thumbnail is one of the critical factors, one of the ways you can optimize your video. Do not put it aside that it's just an ordinary picture or ordinary image you just place, or ordinary design you just design. Tomorrow what I want to do is I will be showing you how you can design your own thumbnail. It will be quite very easy for you. All I just want to show you how you can use a free tool that is out there. All you just need to know, you don't need to be an expert, because I wasn't one, and I'm able to come up with a thumbnail like this. And I'm also will show you some necessary steps, guidelines you can use to design a fantastic thumbnail which can help you to rank your video. So thank you very much for your time today, and if this is something you do like, feel free to subscribe to the channel and also hit the notification button. And also one thing I want to also ask you, if you know this will be helpful to any other person, feel free to share this with any other person that you think this will be helpful for, and I will see you on my next review video. Thank you.